On April 30th, 1789, George Washington was elected as the first president of the United States. He served 8 years, never aligning with a political party. But who was he as a man? When he was 11, his father passed away. He spent his teenage years learning how to manage a plantation from his mom. Eventually, he was enlisted into the French and Indian War, where he was defeated and lost Fort Ticonderoga. After this, he was appointed as General of the Continental Army, where he led his soldiers against the British and eventually won the Revolutionary War for the Americans. He also served as president of the Constitutional Convention. He is believed to be one of the best presidents we've ever had, and his record shows. George Washington was a natural-born leader who kept fighting through loss after loss. His determination kept him in the fight. George Washington was a courageous and smart tactician who helped carve the country into what it is today. Some of the most important events that occurred during Washington's presidency were ratifying the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 commandments of the Constitution and were passed due to 3/4 of the states approving it. Ratifying the Constitution, which is the law of the land, and got ratified by 9 of the 13 states, and ratifying the Whiskey Rebellion, which was when civilians from western Pennsylvania protested an unfair taxation and provided a crisis for the new nation.
This is George Washington's farewell speech as he prepares to resign as president. My fellow Americans, as I prepare to step down, I urge you to preserve the unity that has made this country strong. Our success depends on a government that serves the common good, not the interests of individual parties or regions. Avoid forming political factions as they divide us and weaken our ability to govern efficiently. Stay true to your values, but remember that a strong, united nation is far more important than any temporary disagreement. Foreign alliances can be useful, but we should avoid entanglements that could drag us into unnecessary conflicts. Protect your liberty by supporting justice and the rule of law, and always remember that the prosperity of the nation is built on the efforts of its people.
Go.
Mr. Washington, how will you handle the debt that incurred during the Revolutionary War?
That's a good question. I will assume a national debt and create a tax collecting system and a federal bank that will supply loans to the government. That's it.
Mr. President, do you believe in the institution of slavery?
No, I do not. Even though I own slaves, I don't believe in it because I want to get it done, because I don't believe it gives equality to all citizens. You think I'm like 2 years old? I want to buy it.
Mr. Washington, why don't you have any children? Don't you want the Washington legacy to live on?
Yeah, I do, but I can't. My testicles don't work. When I was a kid, I got smallpox, and my stuff don't work. Give me a bite!
Mr. President, can you dance?
Sure can.
Up in a nasty girl, nasty. Up in a nasty girl, nasty. Up in a nasty girl, nasty. Up in a nasty.
George Washington was an amazing president because he was the first leader of our nation and set an ideal example for the years to come.
We rate George Washington 10 out of 10 presidents.